So before we get whiteboards, we will get them eventually, but we're not going to get there yet. So we started on these notes the other day. Yes? So let's get the notes out from last time, if you don't mind. We had started on, we talked about order of operations. So remember with order of operations, the PEMDAS is kind of to use as a tool, but it's not the hard, fast rule of everything. Okay? And when I say that, there are certain things that could happen in later math classes that have the exponent happen before the parentheses. Okay, but we're not there yet, and we're not going to try and bury you on order of operations. I mean, the most you might see is just to multiply first before you add it. Okay, that'd probably be the most that you would really see as we progress through the class. Now, obviously, as we're working through things, we talked about this was the viral problem. That's done. And we kind of worked on these a little bit. I think we did the one on the left. But let's talk about the practice. Let's talk about this one. I don't think we worked on this one here. So let's take a look at it. I do notice that I have an exponent. What number is my exponent up there by chance? 3? Earbuds. Thank you. 3 is. Okay, I have a division sign, but I also have a fraction. So this has an awful lot. It has parentheses as well. Then we have subtraction and addition. So it says to do what's in the parentheses first. Well, what's really in the parentheses first is this. So I have 2 to the third divided by 4. So what do you think I should do first in this? What has the higher order that's taken place? Should I take care of the exponent, or should I take care of the divide by 4? Exponent. So 2 to the third means 2 times 2 times 2. Okay, 8. 2 times 2 is 4 times another 2 is 8. So then that becomes 8 divided by 4. So this becomes an 8. What's 8 divided by 4? 2. So on that whole thing on top becomes this. Now I'm going to write the rest of the problem. Okay? So this here, this was 8. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Then I get 2 over 2. What is 2 over 2? 1. So I get 1 minus 12 plus 1. Well, left to right. 1 minus 12, negative 11. Negative 11 plus 1, negative 10. Okay? So, those are just some strategies that go along with this. Okay, let's do this. By 10:21, will you make sure you have a whiteboard, a marker, and a something to wipe with? So go ahead and grab a wipe, your choice. So let's take a look at these problems. I have y squared over x plus z. I have 2 times the quantity xy plus z, close parentheses, plus 4z over 2. And then I have root 2y to the third. So there's some information they give you here. You have x. Anytime you see an x, you're going to replace 1 for x. Any place you have a y, you're going to replace 2. Any place you have a z, you're going to replace 5. Okay. Now, here's something that's goofy. A lot of times you see these types of problems, people want to solve for a letter. The hard thing is, don't solve for a letter. The only time you technically solve in math is when you have an equal sign. Okay? These problems don't have equal signs associated with them, so we're not going to go solve it. All right. So, ready? So, we have y squared. So, what up above did we say y is equal to? 2. So, I get 2 squared over x, they said, is what? X is what? X is what? 1. Z is what? Okay, so what I did is, I replaced my Y, X, and Z with the appropriate thing. So they kind of give us a key above. So the first thing we would do is we'd say 2 squared. What is 2 squared? 4. What is 1 plus 5? 6. Now, here's a question. Why did I go 1 plus 5 before I divided? Why did I go 1 plus 5 before I divided? Like, in order for me to do things first, I would probably need, addition. If you look at your PEMDAS.
The first variable is X.
Okay, the variable is X, you're right. But, so this, take a look. I did addition, which is here. I did this before I did the division. So remember, I said PEMDAS is it's a nice mnemonic to hopefully help us guide us. But take a look. I have something that is happening underneath this fraction sign. I have X and Z that I'm adding together. They're not grouped together, but they are happening down there. So technically, this problem has these in parentheses, even though it doesn't show, because it's happening all underneath. Okay, and that's kind of tricky because you want, hey, PEMDAS is great. Yeah, but it doesn't work every time. Oh, great, you're showing us something that doesn't work every time. I know. But they sit there and they fathom saying, hey, it should be teaching this order of operations. Yeah, it's teaching order of operations. Well, let's show that there are things that do take place sometimes before other things. Hey, I have a question. Does everyone feel comfortable how we got 4 out of 6? And if so, can I reduce that fraction? What is 4? What number goes into 4 and what number also goes into 6? Go ahead. 2 goes into both. Okay? 2 goes into 4 twice. 2 goes into 6 3 times. So 2 over 3 is our answer. Now, are you technically wrong mathematically if you leave an answer as 4 over 6 versus 2 over 3? No. Okay? So I would say if you did that problem and you came up with 4 out of 6, I'm feeling pretty good about that. Am I really testing at this point on something if you know how to reduce a fraction? Well, if it's not what I'm teaching, I'm not going to test you on it. So technically, if you left this as 4 over 6, I'm probably going to be like, okay, I'm with you. I might put a little thing saying, just a reminder, hey, I saw a lot of people doing 4 over 6. In the world of math, it might be best to reduce, but might not. So it's up to you. All right, the second problem. We chased that dog around treating too much on number 1. Second problem. So I have this 2. Okay. What does it mean if I have X and Y right next to each other? What are they doing? Multiply. Well, what do we know X to be from above? 1. What do we know Y above?
2.
What's 1 times 2?
2.
Everyone feel comfortable how I got that 2? Then what is Z? 5. And there's a plus sign right there, right? Bless you. Okay, now let's see if we can do this too. What do we know Z to be equal to? 5. So what should it be on top right here? 20. Do you understand that? Because they said that Z is 5, so 4 times 5 is 20. Okay, so that's 20 over 2. So I just wanted us to make sure, do we feel comfortable with where I got stuff? I did stuff, combined stuff, because I know that some of you are like, I could do a lot of this in my head. You're right. So I'm just trying to show, I knew that X and Y, X is 1, Y is 2. So 1 times 2 gives me the 2. That gave me this 2. The Z, we already knew. On top, I had 4Z. Well, I know that Z is 5, so 4 times 5 is 20. Okay, so order of operations, which suggests that we're going to take care of this. That's 7, I believe. What does this give us? What's 20 over 2? 10? Yeah. Now I have 2 times 7 plus 10. What should I do first? Time. So 2 times 7 is 14. Looks like that. Which is 14 plus 10 is 24. All right, last one. 2y to the third. What did they tell us y is equal to? So this is like this. So we have stuff underneath a square root sign. 2 raised to the third power means 2 times 2 times 2, right? So 2 times 2 times 2. Look underneath. If I go 2 times 2 times 2, what else do I have to times by? Another 2. So I'm multiplying 2 together 4 times. So let's see if we can follow. Ready? 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. Anyone know what the square root of 16 is?
4.
Good. Good, good, good. All right. So what I want you to do, you have your whiteboards? Yes? So we're going to try some of the homework problems. I want you to do it on your whiteboard first and then make the correction to the homework, okay? So we're going to kind of go slow, and I'm going to kind of sit in different spots, not because anyone's doing anything wrong. It's just that's how I roll. All right, so I'm going to be on page 7 if you have either the packet or if you have the book. And we need to have the book by Friday. I would like to have you the book by. Is that cool? Do everyone know where to get it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so again, I'm on page 7. And I'm looking at problem number 2. And I have problem number 2 being, oops, if I could write, I would be more good as a teacher. And like stir up, you sounded horrible. So see if you can try that one. See if you can try that one. If you make a mistake, you're doing it on a whiteboard. Who cares? And then we'll also look at number 4 as well, okay? So try number 2 and number 4. See if you can kind of get something there. Ready? Let's try it. First off, should we take care of the 12? Should we go 12 minus 4, or should we take care of the negative 4 squared? Negative 4 squared. So, friends, so I know that 12 minus is going to be left alone. What is negative 4 squared? What is negative 4 times negative 4? Positive 16. Okay. Now, take a look up there. Notice I have 12 minus 16. You're like, I thought negative 4 squared was positive 16. It is. Where did that green subtraction sign come from? Yeah, it was this one. This moved down right here. Okay? This one got influenced to give me just that as an answer because of the squaring, but you still have signs that carry through. Let's see. I have $12 in my pocket. I want to buy something that costs $16. Help me out. I still owe $4, so negative 4. Cool. That's it. That's it. All right, problem number 4. It's kind of an awful lot to it, so I'm going to highlight some stuff. So I have this as kind of itself. I have this. I have this this that comes along in here. I have this that takes place. I mean, yikes, we got a real colorful looking problem there. Ideas where to start. Pink, blue, yellow, green. I like the blue. Someone else feel comfortable starting with the blue? Okay, if I start with the blue, I like your thought process. You start with the blue, 24 comes down. What is negative 9 times 2? Giddy up, negative 18, good job. All right, I feel comfortable so far. So do you think I should add 6 to the 18, or should I go 6 divided by negative 3? 6 divided by negative 3. Should it be positive or negative first off? Negative. So negative what? Now notice I wrote plus negative 2. But I could have written this. I could have done this. Notice the plus negative turns into subtraction. It's your choice if you want to do a reduction of signs. I can't tell you what the right answer is, but some of you will see a reduction in signs as simpler. And then from here, we just go left to right. You have $24 in your pocket. You see something that costs $18. And you see something that costs $2. Anyone got an answer for me? How much?
$4.
$4. Very good. I like it. Friends, do you have any questions for me on number 2 and number 4? I know we kind of like goofed around with it, and I know I have fancy highlighting stuff, but it doesn't mean that I'm more right. You're fine. All right, let's try number 6 and 8. Try those on your whiteboard. If you feel comfortable with the answers that we get, transfer it over to your page 7.
What was number 4 again?
Oh, here you go. Yep. If you wanted to write those down for your book, go ahead. If you need me to go back, I can go back. I know how to do that. All right, let's try it. For problem number 6, what do you think? What should we do first? 45 over 9 or plus 3? 45 over 9. What, friends? 45 over 9, what do you think? Yeah, got a calculator, go 45 divided by 9, and you get 5. And then 5 plus 3, oh, that's a toughie. 8. Cool. All right. Problem number 8. Oh, my gosh, we have square brackets, we got round brackets, we got exponents. Well, what I definitely know is going to come along is the 26 minus is going to come along for the ride. Feel okay so far? That's like, because we're just subtracting, so we know that's got to be the end. Okay. I guess, what's 25 subtract 11? I have $25 in my pocket, some costs $11. 14. So 14 minus 2 to the third power. 2 to the third power is 2 times 2 times 2, which is minus 8. Now, do I really need the square brackets there? I don't know. Maybe, but I don't know. Well, let's just do this. Let's drop them, see what we think. All right. Something costs 20, or you have $26 in your pocket, something costs $14. Something costs $8. $26 subtract 14. 12 subtract 8. So think about that problem. You go to a store, you got $26 in your pocket, you go buy something for $14. You're walking out of the store, you're like, oh wait, there's something that costs $8. You still have $4 left. Cool. All right, my friends. I wanted to give you, I think you feel relatively comfortable with what we're doing. Will you do me a favor? Make sure your caps are on your markers. Put those back. Make sure your towels And make sure your whiteboards are wiped down and just take them up, bring them up neatly. And you can go ahead and work on the rest of these.
Now don't shut it. Miss it. You're gonna throw it. Oh, no.
You out of here?
Yeah, should I do the homework?
Yeah, go ahead and do the homework tonight.
All right.
Show me tomorrow. Deal?
Because Miss Jones, like, we're not
Yeah.
100%
Yeah.
sure if I should have the homework.
Yeah, 1 through 20, page 7, 8, 1 through 20.
Thank you.
Yeah, so he's saying, so on page 7 and 8, you're going to do 1 through 20 odd answers.
All right, so we'll do 1 through 20. The odd answers, if you need them, there is a video on Schoology. So do all of them, but the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, etc. You will find the answers if you needed help on those on Schoology. So if you go into Schoology, you will see the following. I'm going to just take you to it. So on Schoology courses, if you go on to Schoology, you're going to follow this along. Go to the courses. Notice it says SLE, odd answer links. And you go into SLE number 2. I think it will reroute you to a YouTube. So if I went and click this, it's going to say, I can't open this. Open this in a new window. Yours might give you some other indication, but it'll open it. So in 4 minutes and 16 seconds, it'll lead you through the odd answers if you needed help on those. Okay? Not too bad. And you have the rest of the period to work on 1 through 20. Miss Stone and I will wander around, help you. You get stuck on anything?
Yeah, so 1 through 20.
Question? No.
And then the odd answers.
If you needed the extra odd answers worked out, the video is there for you. Yep. And you have classwork now, so you have 20 minutes. So you can get a jump on it. Okay, everybody? Does anybody need to go get the book? You have your $5? If you have your $5, go to West 211. You can go ahead and go right now if you'd like. It's got an orange cover on it, so know that. Yeah, that's one about right.
This is the 22nd, 2022.
Okay. You want to type today?
Sure. See how it goes.
Oh, you're looking for my answers, huh? Schoology dad, boy, I like that. Utilizing resources. Can you mimic my lesson?
Yeah.
You think? Yeah, because it was like well thought out.
Oh, yeah.
Some great enduring understandings.
Would you like me to stop recording?
Yeah.